Ha! Good morning. I had a problem going live then. For some reason, it kept swirling round, but I'm here. Good morning. Happy Monday. It's Monday Mojo time again. And I can see Skadges was in nice and early. Got to say good morning before anybody else came in. So, hello, there's 6 of you there. So, if you're in, please pop a little comment or love heart. It really helps to grow the channel. And also, I can get to see you and say hello and see who's in with me. So on Monday mornings, just in case you don't know, I'm Gemma Crow. I'm a jewelry designer, teacher, author, creator, presenter, bit of all sorts. I work with all mediums, specialising in wire and copper, and copper sheet metal. And on Mondays, I come in live on YouTube and say hello, have a chat with everybody, see what's going on in the world of jewelry making, tell you what I'm up to and what you got to look out for in the week ahead. Have a little chat, Mojo Boosting Q&A. You can ask me any questions. I will try and do my best to answer them or give you some advice. And also, we do a mystery mini make. So, good morning, Sylv. Good morning, Isabel. It's my 2 workshoppers from last week, you guys on the workshop, and my other workshopper, Wendy. Hello. Oh, you can come again if you call me beautiful. That's lovely. Had to go at patinaing lol, a copper bangle I made over the weekend. Why the lol? What happened? Did you stink the house out? What sort of patina did you use? Patinas are really exciting. You can get all sorts of great effects with the patina, but there's loads of different types of patinas out there. Give you different colours and things like that. So what did you do? Hi, Francis. Francis saying hello to everybody as well. Good morning. Yes, so we have a mystery mini make. So don't forget, start getting your votes in. I've actually labelled the boxes this week. Good morning, Mary. There's Mary. She loves the mini mystery makes and always takes them on a journey into her own design. So I love seeing Mary in. Here's my numbered box. Oh, look at that. Oh, you've got a quick flash then as well. So get your numbers in 1 to 10. Start the votes early. And then sort of in about 20 minutes or so, we will be looking at a demonstration out of the box. Salt and white vinegar. I love it, but how do I seal it? It's turquoise blue. I can do screen shares here. So let me see, share screen. I'll just tell you. So you can seal it. The best way I found to seal it with the blue, there's 2 ways. The best way is with resin, UV resin. But it depends on the shape, obviously, of the thing you've created. If it's a simple flat piece or a pendant or something like that, it's easy to coat with resin. You just coat it, put it under the UV lamp, done. And you get this beautiful amplified effect as well. However, if you've created a round piece or a very textured piece, then resin might not be an option for you. In which case, just an acrylic spray varnish will do the trick. So yeah, a couple of ways you can seal it in, but it is tricky. And make sure when you seal, you go sort of lip the edges and let the resin or the spray go over the edges too, because I have had an incident where the whole thing lifted and the resin took the patina with it, and so I was just left with a piece of copper and a lovely coloured piece of resin. But yeah, do that. Wow, where are we? Sylvia's going for a number 5. Let me start my little notes over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Syl's got a number 5. Isabel and Skadjes, number 3. And Abby Marsden, good morning, lovely. We missed you last week. Number 5 for you as well. It's textured wirework. Well, yeah, I think as a spray acrylic varnish then is your best bet, because you can't rub at it with a wax. So that's all out of the question. So yeah, I would say a spray acrylic varnish would do the job. Or you can get car sprays. Car sprays are really good. Go to local Halfords or anywhere that does car sprays and repair works. They often got a lacquer sealer. But have an experiment. Always have a test piece and experiment with sprays and see what you think's best. Fancy 8 this week, says Mary. Okay, changing it up. That's good. And a 5 for Wendy. Ooh, 5's in the lead. What's the number 5? Oh, interesting. Okay, thanks for your votes. And any more questions? Roderick, good morning. Abby, sorry, Hen, I've been really ill with flu. Even just had to take time to look after me. Oh, I'm sorry, Abby. There's so much of it going around, isn't there? Yeah, they're calling it a quademic. Apparently, lots of different strains going around. I had my flu jab, and touch wood, Chris has had the flu. Chris's mum has had the flu, but I haven't. So, touch wood. I hope that doesn't happen. I can't afford to have the flu. Honestly, got too much to do. It's a very, very, very busy time at the moment. You're welcome, Skadgius. That's what I'm here for. Ask the questions. I'll do my best to answer. And if I can't, there's a whole network of people in here that have probably explored and tried lots of different techniques and methods and has got advice for us. Yeah. But no, it's nice getting that. It's so exciting, isn't it, watching the patinas sort of grow and develop. It's awful. Had my flu jab, still didn't work. Well, I suppose the only thing can consider then is, well, hopefully it wasn't as bad as it could have been, which probably doesn't help you at all because you probably felt rotten. But good for Jez. He's a good one. And he looked after you, I'm sure. Okay. Well, it's lovely to have you all in. How was your weekend? What did you get up to? Anything inspired you over the weekend? I've had lots of inspiration this weekend. Had a lovely weekend with my brother's 3 oldest children. So Ben's got 4. And for Christmas, instead of buying presents, Chris and I decided we would take them on a day out. So we took them to something called Wake the Tiger in Bristol. And it's this amazing, they call it an Imaginarium. And if you're a creative person, I think it takes you on a whole new level of adventure. But anybody can enjoy it. It's fantastic. It's really hard to describe. It's like you're going through, there's a story to it. You can go through and you can do clues and things like that. Or you can just go through and be amazed at all the lights and patterns and sort of installation. It's like art installation, really. It's really hard to describe. Different rooms have got different themes, and the message in there is about sustainability and being connected and in touch with the world. And it's a bit like going through the rabbit hole in Alice in Wonderland. You go in and you're suddenly immersed in this crazy world with strange lights and patterns and model. It's so hard to explain. It's fantastic. Look it up. Wake the Tiger is absolutely brilliant, and there's lots of secret passageways and doorways that you don't know are there, and you accidentally pick up a pot and suddenly a door opens and you go through it. So the kids loved it. They were on their hands and knees going under fireplaces and through tunnels, and yeah, we had such a nice time. It was great fun. And it's so full of inspiration. I've got so many photographs. I've got like over 12,000 photographs on my phone. I'm going to have to start clearing them out or uploading them somewhere else because I just haven't got any more room left. But yeah, we did that, and it was great fun. The kids loved it. And then we played games and board games with them. We cooked. We got them cooking dinner. So loads of inspiring things. But I'll show you one picture that really inspired me. If I find it on my phone, I'll show you on the screen. And yesterday we went on a lovely walk and met a piggy. So yesterday my littlest niece, Poppy, joined us, and she loved coming on a walk to see the pig. So here's Here's one. There's, can you see that? Look at that. That was a wall, and it was painted, and some of it was UV and some of it wasn't. But the lights kept changing, and so it changed constantly. It almost looked like it was moving, but the patterns were amazing. You can see, and it's made me really think about, oh, I'd like to have a doodle like that. I haven't doodled in ages. So so yeah, as the colors changed, the pattern changed and different things were picked up. It was absolutely fantastic. You've been practicing wire weave, Sylv. Oh, good. So Sylv come on the wire weaving workshop last week, and we had a lovely afternoon weaving wire and exploring new possibilities with the wire weaving. So that was good fun. And then you had the wire weave booklet that I sent you, which was, hopefully that's what you've been working with. You went to Brighton and got some air. Perfect. Oh, lovely. Can remember doing patina in the Spoilt Rotten workshop room. Not pleasant. The windows open and Juliet came up and thought someone had got a dodgy tummy. Yes, it stinks. So yeah, if you use liver of sulphur, it's not a very nice smell. Ah, the sweet smell of liver of sulphur, says Sylv. Wendy, you started your silversmithing course last Tuesday, making a brass cuff, practicing piercing and cutting for my first project. Well, that's exciting. That is very exciting. Tim Burton, Eat Your Heart Out. Yes, Abby, is like going in, not quite as gothic as that. Some rooms were, but yeah, it was amazing. You kind of think, where did these artists get the ideas? There's one corridor, and it was filled with bits of washing machine, like the whole fronts of washing machines. So there were, yeah, there's a sustainability message in there, and about mycelium. What linked it all was mycelium, which, you know, if you know me, is right up my street, because I am mushroom crazy. I love mushrooms. And the theme was this mycelium, and it was linking everything together. So, and you know, there's mushrooms are evolving all the time, and there is now a mushroom that has evolved to actually eat, digest, and break down plastic, which is amazing, which will save our planet. So this room was sort of showing, I'm not quite sure what the message was, but it was there, and the corridor was like a cave, and embedded in the cave all over were the fronts of washing machines. Sounds very strange, but actually it was visually very impressive. And then also embedded in the wall were telephones, and all the telephones were going off, and you could hear washing machines swirling around. It was very chaotic and stimulating. So not great for everybody, I don't think. It might have been a bit of an overload for some people, but it was ever so clever, very clever. And just, you just think, why did you think of putting washing machines in the wall? Like, what made that artist think like that? It was amazing. Right, I've started a new knitting pattern over the weekend. It's fab. Ooh, a new knitting pattern. That's something I haven't done for a long time. Isabel, I was working this weekend, but I finished the necklace bar from the workshop in copper. Can't decide how to finish it, so I will try a few things. Well, yeah, you can experiment, can't you? Add things in, take things out, have a play. And maybe I can help tonight. So tonight's live on Instagram with Charmers Gems is all about colour and combining colours and bringing colours together, which can be really tricky when it comes to gemstones, because they're never a true pigment, are they? You never get a perfect, well, you do. Lapis is a perfect blue, isn't it? But you know, there's always these tint, tone, shades. So I'm going to talk to you tonight about how to navigate that. So I've got all my tools at the ready, and all my top tips, and a few examples. I've got one I'm wearing now. So alongside the sort of colour theory, I never get this right. Alongside the colour theory side of things, I will be talking to you. I will also be demonstrating how to crochet with beads and beading thread or wire. And I will be showing you how to create cord ends for finishing those wires. Because obviously when you bring a lot of wires together, a lot of cords together, you get messy ends. So I'll be showing you how to tackle that as well with a little wire work demonstration. So a beading demonstration and a wire demonstration this evening. I was working this weekend. Oh no, I won't be able to join you tonight, says Wendy. As I'm working until 7:30 p.m. we'll have to catch up with the recording. Oh, that's a shame, Wendy, but hopefully you won't miss anything. So there's no live sale this evening because I'm working from home, so I'll be live from my loft. So I spend the whole day in the loft today. I'll be live from the loft, so it won't be a live sale. It will be a link to the particular gems and colorways and things that I use. So I'll share with you the link, and you can use it from there. In fact, let me share that with you now because you can get ahead. Sorry, I'm logging in here. Hopefully I haven't got too much of a concentration face on. Copy it here, and then I'll come back over here. You're back. Here's my link, and this is to purchase gems from Charmers Gems, which is, and Charmers Gems I am doing some demonstrations and live shows for, and they are sort of I suppose like an affiliate scheme or a sponsorship scheme. So I use their supplies for all of my jewelry making from here on in. Obviously I've got a stash like everybody else that I've got to use up and will use up, and those gemstones have come from all over the place. However, now my commitment then is with Charmers Gems, and lucky for me, it's just about the best place, especially in the UK, possibly worldwide, that you can get gems, because Marie, who is the lead gemologist there, you all know, I'm sure you all know, is a absolute stickler for quality and ensuring also that the process is fair and sustainable and benefits those that it should benefit. So no liberties taken and no advantage taken of those communities that mine and source the gemstones for us. Isabel, you're looking forward to tonight? I always make crochet necklaces the same way, so it would be nice to get ideas to mix it up a bit. Yeah, I mean, there are, I've selected some wonderful gemstones ideas and combination ideas for you to try if you just want to follow, but there are also gems that I've identified that come in their own beautiful palette anyway, and you can almost cheat. I found a quote earlier. It's like you're not a true artist until you cheat for the sake of beauty, and so cheating is good. We'll look at some cheats. Linda says you've not been feeling great, but been practicing wire work. Some disasters, some good lot to learn. Some good, some disasters, and you've got a lot to learn, haven't we all? You can't pick up something new and expect to do it great straight away. In fact, if you've had some good ones in your first few attempts, then you're doing well. You'll be watching tonight, Roderick. Good. Hopefully the demonstrations all help, build a little sort of library of skills for you to then bring together. And that's the point. There's also the point with our mini makes on a Monday, is sort of helping you build a little library of skills and techniques that you can then bring together to create your own jewelry or bring into your own designs. They'll just set you off on a journey. Okay, any more votes for anybody? I've got votes in for most people. But has anybody got any more votes? Just to keep reminding you, we got, I'll give you another quick flash. Are you ready? Very quick flash. Right, what else have I got to tell you? So tonight at 6, I'll be live on Charmers Gems Instagram with a live demonstration, natter and focus on color combinations and bringing gemstones together, and how to sort of manage that when all gems have got different saturations and things like that. So we'll look at that. 5 for Francis. Thank you, Francis. 5's in the lead. You're in luck, Abby. And then and a few demos, but also this week I have got a workshop, a wire workshop on Thursday afternoon. I have a wire work workshop, and it is on wire macrame. So I do 2 workshops in wire macrame. Hello, Helen. It's okay, we'll let you off. I got 2 wire work macrame workshops. The first one is the beginning, how to get to grips with it, looking at creating macrame bracelets in wire. So here's a few little examples. Ooh, come on. Really doesn't like focusing, does it, this one? We'll come back. Anyway, they're really nice. And then we look at using multiple threads with our wire macrame to get a different effect. See if that will focus for us, because it's why doesn't it want to focus today? I don't understand. Tell you what, let's try and share a screen. They are lovely, Roderick. There's a really satisfying technique, I can tell you. And once you've gotten the hang of it, it can save you a lot of time with weaving. You're on that workshop I tried years ago and wasn't very successful. Well, we shall change all that on Thursday afternoon. So here's another one, again, using multi-strands. And so you can get lots of different effects. But it's a great technique. Let me see if I can share my screen, because this is a feature that I've never really been able to use before. Oh yeah, let's have a look. Here we go. Share. So here we are on my website, and here's the macrame workshop. So let's go on there. And can you see here's a macrame bracelet using multiple strands. You get this really lovely sort of halo effect around the beads. There's another one that's using gizmoed wire, or sort of what they call it, gimp wire, and even rings. So that is with beading thread, believe it or not. We won't be doing that, but it just gives you an example of how macrame can look and how you can use it in jewelry. I think most people associate macrame with cord and casual jewelry, but actually it can be really quite glamorous and exciting. So when you go on a bit further with wire macrame part 2 here, you can see how you can take it further and create quite elaborate pieces. So this one even, you know, set in your cabochons and things like that. It can be quite fancy. Great for bridal things. But also, what I can tell you, I mean, there's lots of other workshops on here. You can see we've got this one, which has been one that has been asked. I've been asked for quite a lot recently, and this is the snake. And I've never done a workshop on him, so this is new. And then plaiting and braiding. Oh, I've pressed book now. Plaiting and braiding, there we go. It's how to create lovely plaits and braids with wire. And if you look here, this will tell you everything you need for the workshop. So you can have a look at that before you even commit to booking. After booking, what you get is a sort of a download that instantly downloads to your email, and in there will be the link to the workshop and also a reminder of any of the things that you might need to bring along with you. I also have another free inspiration board workshop on Friday morning, 10:30 till 12. So that's a workshop to get you really looking at your own style, and sort of feeling confident with going forward and designing your own color palettes, your own textures, shapes, and really understanding what your personal style is and having confidence with it. Okay, so there's a few workshops coming up for the rest of the month. And what else have I got? So the other thing is, this is great, I can go around on the website. The other thing is I have 2 books. So I often talk about creative confidence, my Pride and Joy book, my book of passion, this one, which sort of takes through the principles of design, which is what I'm going to be working through for the next 12 weeks with Chalmers Gems. So I'll be working through all the concepts and principles in the book in a very practical way. So this book is available, but I also have, this is a physical book, a physical copy, but I also have this one. Now, I know many of you that are in today, including Isabel, you've got this. You just bought this the other day, didn't you? And I've been looking through it. So this one takes you through 10 projects that are quick and achievable, use minimal materials, but create some really kind of statement jewelry with chunky wire. Okay, so the 10 projects in there. Each project is fully illustrated with detailed picture tutorials. It gives you a nice list of the things you need and how to use the book. So there are also links in there for your fundamentals and your basics to videos on YouTube. So this book comes with 6 different links to show you how to create. Oh, stop sharing. I'm back. Oh, is it? Oh no! All that time you couldn't see anything. Oh no, there's me thinking I was showing you around the website. Oh no, screen gone black. Gone black now, I lost you. Oh no. I wonder what happened there then. It looked to me like I was sharing and it said stop share. Let me just see what's here again. Entire screen. And you can't see that. View tab studio YouTube. Can you see that? Give me a little thumbs up if you can see that screen, because for me it's showing it's on. You can see that? Yes. Oh no. Right, well, here's the book. I don't tell you all again. We can now. Oh, I don't know what happened there. So this is the book I'm talking to you about. And today we are, let me see if I can no, I can't move around. Is it gone now? Oh dear. Right, I tell you what, I'm just gonna go up to workshops and then I'll see if I can see it in the tab. Let's click on this one. View tab in studio. You see that now, right? I think, I'm not sure what happened there, but it looks like if I view the tab in the thing, the screen is changing. Right now, yes, can see that now. Okay, right. So this is this, just in case you didn't see it before, this is the wire macrame workshop that we've got going on this week. So I think this is Thursday afternoon. It is Thursday afternoon at 2:30 till 5:30, and we'll be mastering all the techniques of wire macrame. And there's a book. So there's 2 books. Oh, we won't go through it all again. I'm going to stop sharing now and come back. But basically, because I'm starting the journey, creative confidence journey today on Charmers Gems in a very practical way, gemstone led, then I have decided to put a 10% discount code on for all books. So this one and Chunky Rustic Wirework 10 Projects for a Weekend, which is an ebook, instantly download. You can start working on it today. They're both available with 10% discount today. So the code is GC Books 10, all caps. It's pinned in the comments. So please use the link and order yourself a book or two. And you can get started, follow the journey along with me, with the creative confidence journey along with Charmers Gems. And just enjoy the process. It's a lovely process to do. It's a great time to start it. New Year's a great time to get into good creative habits. Right, so there you go. Hi Gemma, had a little trouble finding you. Well, you found us now, Marjorie, well done. And you know what, you just missed me faffing around and making the screen go all black, so you haven't really missed anything. Right, I saw somebody say something up here. Screen gone black now. Gemma, we can't see anything, screen is black. I saw somebody saying I'm new to Charmers. I'm sure I did. I'm new. Goofy Pink. Hello. That's a nice name. I'm new to Charmers Gems, usually buy with Jewelry Maker. So looking forward to tonight. I'm signed up for the free workshop to make the inspiration board. Can't wait. Excellent. Oh, I'm really glad. It's a great workshop, and I get to know you quite well then as well. So when I'm doing these these lives, and I can picture already your style and what would interest you, which is really lovely for me, and great for you to sort of really hone in on what you love and what you enjoy, and proudly sort of put that out into the world or into your designs. So I'm really glad you're on that workshop. And yeah, unfortunately tonight is not a live sale. However, you can use my link for Charmers Gems to have a look around, and being new is great. So definitely use my link, Goofy, because I don't like calling you Goofy. Use my link because how do I can't answer a comment on here. Is this my link? Paste. Yeah, here's my link, Goofy Pink. Use that one. Have a little look around the website today, and then bookmark it, and you'll always go in on my link then, and then we always know what's working. So there's two reasons why it's important. One is because I get paid if you buy, and that's how I earn out of what I'm doing. And what funds me to keep doing it. But also it gives us a good idea of what the people that tune in to watch and create with me are looking for, which means we can bring more of the same to you. So it's really good for us to understand who wants what, really, and if we're doing the right, if we're putting the right things out for you, if I'm need to tailor what I'm doing differently. So it works on two levels. But mainly it means I get paid, which is really great. Okay, so also if anybody wants to give us another vote, give another vote for either from box 1 to 10. So in here are 10 projects, 10 mini mystery makes that I will demonstrate for you. One of which I'll demonstrate for you, not all 10 today. I'll demonstrate for you, but I need a vote. So Goofy Pink says number 4. Is that because you got a sneaky peek there, or is that oh, hello Lisa. Marjorie says box 5. Box 5 is definitely well in the lead today. Okay, right. Okay, I think we might be on and ready for a demonstration. What do you think? What else have I wrote myself some notes today to keep me on track, because you know what it's like. I do wander off on a tangent. Live colour show. Yes, I've done that. Roderick says number 5. You know, I was looking to write in the pad, and I got the pad in my hand. You ever do that? The other day, I was making a sandwich, and I was late for getting out the door, so I made a sandwich to take and eat it in the car while I was driving. And as I was rushing around, I put my phone in the fridge and went to put the butter in my bag. So, did anybody else do that, or is it just me? Skadja says number 3. Yeah, so I did that. The phone in the fridge and went to put the butter in my bag. It's only at that point I thought, hang on, this isn't right. I don't put butter in my bag. You do the same stuff. It's crazy, isn't it? It's stupid things we do. My keys, I think I've lost my keys about 4 times last week. And every time I'm like, I put them on the hook all the time. In my defense, Chris had them in his coat pocket twice. So because he'd opened the door and said to me, "You're on your own with that one, Jen." Oh no. Old age. Oh, it might be, you know, it might be. I will be 46 this year. And I know some of you are going to go, that's young, but you know, it's that little milestone, isn't it? I'm not in, you know, I'm not in my 40s now. I'll be in my late 40s, which is totally different. I've done things like that all the time. Yeah, it's hormones. I blame the hormones. It's not old age, Abby. I'm not gonna go there yet. But yeah, 46. Sort of gone past the mid 40s. It's a creative person thing. That's better. I'd rather it was a creative person thing. Although today I've got to get my head out of being a creative person and do my tax return, because I'm very late this year, because I didn't trade the last tax year at all, really. So I just haven't done it. And yeah, today I realise I'm actually only got probably 1 or 2 more days left where I'm going to have time to do it. Or so I've got to do my tax return today. Got to get myself out of creative brain and into business brain, which I don't find easy, and get my tax return done, because the deadline is approaching. You're 53, Abby. Crikey. Well, you got those young genes. You're young, like my sister. She's will be 55 this year, and she doesn't look 55. You call it menopause brain. Yeah, we blame it all on the menopause. Blame it all on that. That's what I do. Just give myself a break, really. Right then, shall we? Oh, let me have a look. See, this is why I need to write things down. I'm just telling you how forgetful I am. And I went on. Right, Style Board Workshop. Tick. I told you all about that. Books, 10% discount. I told you all about that. Youngsters, yeah. Mary, I know. We're talking to the converted, aren't we? 16th of the 1st, so Thursday, 2:30 to 5:30, wire macrame. The first wire macrame in a 2-part. So you don't have to do both, and you don't have to do the first to do the second. If you are confident with wire or macrame techniques, then you can book straight onto the second one. But if you want to do both, then you can book both. And then Inspiration Board Workshop on the 17th, which is Friday at 10:30 a.m. and 10% discount, live colour show. Yeah, I've told you everything I needed to tell you. So, shall we do a demo? Yes, I think that's a yes. So the winning number today is definitely box number 5, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes for box number 5. Well, let's have a look. What have we got? Oh, there's loads in box number 5, so I'll just take it all out and we'll have a look. It's obviously this is sort of versions of the same technique. Put this back in. Okay, let me hold this up. Not this one. So we're going to be doing, it's like a Saturn ring thing. Let's see. Can you see that? So the wire sort of goes around it like a ring around the bead. In a minute I'll focus in the camera. When we come down to do the demo, I'll focus in the camera. Right there. Let's see if there's one that gives you a better idea. Oh, this one is a double one. So this the technique I'll show you, but doubled. So it gives you sort of, when they spin, it's hard because I'm putting it on a stationary wire, but when they spin, it looks like the wire is sort of traveling around it. You know, like those illusion wind chimes where it looks like it's spiraling. So there's a few variations on this, and it just adds a little bit of interest to a very simple bead on a head pin. So it just adds a little bit of extra interest. There we go. This one. You see? Roderick, I'm 83. Don't be scared. Keep creating. Keeps you young. 83. Oh, well done. I'm so glad you're still creating. Gives me lots of faith that I'll still be making things when I'm 83, because I know it gets trickier, doesn't it? Some people suffer with their hands and vision, or you know, so that's exciting. Oh, lovely. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking at today. Let me get these. Oh, here's another double one. See how they sort of spiral round. It's a nice effect. It's a nice effect. I think sometimes I call it the Saturn ring or Saturn rings. So we'll create something like that. So let me see if I've got the right tools on my desk first. Right materials. I'll get some 1mm wire. That's going to make the base. The ring. I've got a head pin in here somewhere. No, we'll make one. I've got loads of beads. Let's get a nice bead from here. Oh, here goes a nice, great big rose quartz. Let's use one of those. Look at that. They're bigger than that. And then a ring mandrel or something round, a ring mandrel, or the big chunky pliers will do. I've got big bell makers here. Let's try that. Okay. Let me get this camera down the right way. Now bear with me, because I told you last week, didn't I? I bought a new tripod, or a new sort of camera thing, but then I can only use it with my phone, so I have to change it with the camera. Right, so let's come around down. You're going to get nice and close. Tip the camera then this way. I am upside down, so let me see if I can turn you around. Bear with me. Taking you around this way. How's that? There we go. That's quite clear, actually, isn't it? Let's see if I can zoom you in a bit. Oh, I know. I won't need to zoom you in. I can lower you down. Okay, we'll try it like this. If the zoom plays up, I'll adjust it, but I think we'll try it like this and see how we get on. Okay, so basically we are going to look at creating a sort of a spiral bit of wire that goes around the gemstone to give it that illusion. And you can double these up, so you can have two going around to give you a different effect. That's my dog. That's obviously the postman turning up. My poor postman must be terrified of her. And then here's another version. I don't know, it just adds a little bit of interest. So if you just want to create some quick, simple earrings, but just have them, not just the bead, just gives them a little bit of interest. And of course, on earrings, this is lovely because they hang and move and sort of rotate slightly. It just adds that bit of movement as well. So let's go with it. So we'll just do a simple one to start off with. So we'll look at the size of the bead. Obviously, our spiral has got to go around the bead. So we've got to have it bigger than the bead itself. So this is quite a large, I think it's a 15mm bead. So I'll see, I think if I use the largest area on this big, on these big bail making pliers, that should be all right. But we can try a few different sizes to see what works. So I'm just going to take my 1mm wire around my bell makers. I'm going to take it around a few times, just so that I know I've got a nice neat circle. Now that is quite big, but we'll see what effect that gives us. Okay, and then I trim off the ends because the end bit is always slightly misshapen. And then I'm going to cut a ring from my coil that I've made, and so here would be where it meets, and I want to go a bit beyond that, so I've got room to make a couple of loops. So I'm going to go on around 1 centimetre along from the cut. So when we look at it like this, we got this overlap of around 1 centimetre. Okay, now on the end of each of these I'm going to put a loop. So where's my round nose pliers? Round nose pliers seem to have disappeared. That's not good, is it? Oh, they're on the floor. That'll be why. Okay, so I'm going to turn the loop, and I'm going to turn it so that it comes into the center. Okay, so take my round nose pliers to the end of the loop and roll it in. Okay, close that loop off, and then we're just going to continue to roll till the loop comes to the center like that. So let me get my chain over. So if it goes a little bit misshapen, don't worry too much, just sort of tease it back out. All right, loop roughly in the center, and now we do the same on the other side. So we roll the loop in, and again, once it's looped in, we then just roll it, twist it so that it's in the center, roughly in the center of there. And again, if it's gone a bit misshapen, just tease it out. Okay, and then we're going to take our what would be our head pin. We just open this out, so open it out like so, pop your head pin through the one loop, then through the gemstone, and then through the loop the other side like that. And you see that then sort of spirals around the gemstone like so. So nice and simple like that. Okay, now you can of course splay it out even further. So If I get another couple of gems here, put something on the ends. Find some small ones. Oh, little faceted ones, these are cute. So let's pop one of these on. No, I need a finer wire, bear with me. We'll get a finer wire. What's this? 0.8, let's see if this goes through. Yeah. So one of those, then your center bead, and then that one. That one. I mean, that looks quite nice, just like that, doesn't it? It's just adds something, a little extra element to a very simple sort of bead earring. Or we could also double it up. So this is something that might just gives you an extra element. So what we do is we do another one of those. Let me see if I've got enough left on here. No, just do another loop the same. So again, cut it so that we've got a little bit, just a little bit left of the to overlap, just to allow for the loops. Okay, we do a loop, roll the loop to start with, and then just turn your wrist and allow that to sit where would the center of the, almost like a spiral, where it would be. Okay, and then we'll do the same on the other side. And those loops basically need to line up because they're going to sit either side of the drill hole. So just gently roll them in. Like that. And then we can splay them out. Like that. And we want them to sit. We're going to get them to sit staggered like this. You get this sort of spiraling within each other. So this time, let's have a couple extra. Let's start with a smaller one, then into the first of your spirals, into the first of your spirals, then another, and another small bead, then the second of your spirals. Okay, then your big one. And they all want to sit over one another, so it can be a bit tricky. Then that one. Okay, and then we can thread the first spiral on, then add a little bead, and then the second spiral on. Okay, let's get the gaps similar. Let's finish it with another one. Okay, and can you see how that makes then a double spiral? Now you can keep going. You could keep doing that and adding it all the way along, and that would create, a sort of a column of it. The more spirals you've got, the more of an illusion you've got. But this one, every which way you move it, it looks like it's traveling. The wires traveling around the beads. It's nice, isn't it? It's like one of those. It is like one of those wind chimes. Isn't that pretty? Very, very simple, but very, very pretty, and a nice way just to add a bit of interest, quickly and easily to simple earrings. You're just sort of adding a little bit of extra detail and interest. You know, that's going to make your jewelry stand out above just a simple beaded earring. So they look nice when they just you know, join together as well. But yeah, split them up, join them together, create that lovely effect. What do you think to that? You like it? Nice, says Mary. Lush, says Claire. Hello, Claire. It's nice to see you again. Boy, know that you're there. Right, so there's the little project to start you off, little inspiration for today. How are you going to evolve it? What are you going to use it to do? I will look forward to seeing it. Just going to try something whilst we're down here. I'm going to try a slightly smaller version. Go smaller. I'm just going to try something a bit different. Just see what happens. If it works, I'll go through it properly with you, but okay. So different version again. Let's see if I can. So this one, the wire just goes off around the side. It doesn't sort of wrap around the bead. So this version, instead of, let's just close it up, instead of rolling that loop in towards the middle, you basically just have the links just like that. Okay, so just with the loops, so that the circle is almost closed. Then you open it up like you would a jump ring. And I would say, because our bead is, you know, the whole drill hole is flat, then what you want to do is just angle those so that they'll sit flatter onto the gemstone. Pop your gemstone on, pop your first loop through your wire, then your gemstone, then then the next bit of wire, and you see that sits outside, just outside the gemstone, sort of off to the side. It's a different effect. It's a simpler one, and this is one that you might have seen more often. And it's still lovely. It still gives it that bit of interest, but not quite as you know, it doesn't go all the way round. So taking that further, then let's talk you through it again. We can go with 2 loops. So onto your mandrel, whichever one you're going to use. Did I use the smaller one that time? Let's go the middle one. So make your loop, and then let's have 2 loops. Okay, let's see if this works. It looks like it might. So I've cut so that there are 2 loops. It goes round twice. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little round loop on the center of each. So turn a tiny loop on the end of one and a tiny loop on the end of the other. Okay. Okay, and then we'll open this up. So grab a hold of the loops and pull it open like that. And again, twist the wire so that the loops sort of flat. So when the gemstone sits, they sit on top of the gem rather than, you know, off at an angle. Let's get our wire through the loop, through the gem, and through the other loop. Has this worked? And then lift. And then lift that around. So it should, might need to take a bit of manipulating, it should then give you a spiral around the bead. It's not quite as good, I think, actually. If you're going to double up, the best thing to do, or the thing that would make it work better, let's put it back to where it was, is like I did with the first one, spiral that link, that first loop, sort of turn it so that it sits in the center, top and bottom, like that. Then open it up, then pop your bead in. So this is a combination of the first one, just taking it a bit further and doing an extra loop, and then that will spiral all the way around your gemstone. Okay, but experiment. That's the joy of it. Just experiment. It's a tiny bit of wire, so if it goes wrong, it doesn't matter, does it? But yeah, there you go. There's a few things, and don't forget, you don't have to just have one bead in between those links. You can do that across 2 or 3 beads. You can double them up so that is on both, or you can sort of stagger them. This one goes across 3. Okay, so it's a way of getting that consistency as well, because you're using a mandrel, you get that lovely consistency with it. So when you're trying to do this freehand, just taking a wire around a bead, it can never be, you can't get the consistency you need. Whereas if you use a mandrel, then you can get them consistent, and then, you know, which is important when you're making pairs of things, pairs of earrings, etc. Okay, so there you go. There's your demo for today. Whilst I got you down here on the camera, let me show you. This is the crochet necklace design I will be taking you through this evening. So it's a lovely color palette here. I'll be talking to you about this color palette, what you call it, how you put it together, where to start really with mixing colors. So there's this color palette. I'll be showing you this sort of type of design, how to crochet with bead and thread, and then how to create these nice neat cord ends for your work. And you can upscale them, downscale them, depending on, you know, what you're creating as well. Okay, so let's take you back up so I can see you. I'm gonna have to turn you upside down again, so bear with me. Wait, tighten my wires. Oh, you don't want to be that close to me, do you? Bring you back here. One day I'll have all this sorted. Up you go. Right. Let's see, is that going to work? No. Oh. Why can't it be easy, eh? How's that? Close enough? That'll do. We're going to leave it there. Right, you're welcome. If you enjoyed it, please give me a love heart or a thumbs up. It tells YouTube that there's stuff that you want to watch, and will help push my videos. So any interactions you have with me really help. So thank you for that. Nice little design, Isabel. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let me see how it evolves. So don't forget, if you do attempt any of these mystery mini makes and you enjoy them, please post a picture of what you've done, the trials, the tribulations, the successes, the fails. Put it all on Crow's Mojo. We like to see it. If it's something that one of the group members can help with, they'll give you some advice, or I will. And if it's something you just want to say, I'm really proud of this, then it's nice to get that from other people, isn't it? And the more you do that, the more you share with other people, the more it starts the momentum and keeps everybody sharing. So I'm loving Crow's Mojo's getting interactive, much more interactive again, which is lovely to see. So thank you to those who've shared already on there. Please keep doing it. It's lovely to see. You're welcome, Skadges. We'll be trying that out. Good. Right. So don't forget, join me this evening, 6 o'clock live on Instagram, Charmers Gems Instagram. I will be there for roughly an hour and a half, 2 hours, sharing all I can share with you about colour and talking to you about how to use tools such as your colour wheels, and how they are your best friend when putting things together, and also getting some inspiration of top gem combinations and things that you can use. And I will see you at 6 tomorrow. Some of you I'll see on the workshop on Thursday. I hope there's more of you can join me on that. It'd be really lovely to have you. The more the merrier. And also, what else? Or on Friday for the style board workshop, inspiration board workshop. I'd love to see you there too. Okay, that's it. Bye for now. Have a great week. Happy Monday. I know I'm not at the studio tonight, Claire. I'm from home tonight. So yeah. Oh, my cord ends always have gaps in them, so any tips to keep them tight and neat will be great. Okay, or tonight, 6 o'clock. See you there, everybody. Have a great week. Bye.